Hold to understand how this small copper coin became a millionaire maker, we have to go back in time, to the early 1980s, a period of change, confusion, and hidden treasures that in 1982, the U.S. Mint made one of the biggest transitions in American coin history. Before 1982, pennies were made almost entirely of copper zinc. But copper prices skyrocketed, and it became more expensive to make the penny than the penny was worth, so the Mint made a crucial change, switching the penny's composition to 97.5% zinc with only a thin copper coating on the outside. But here's where the story gets fascinating. During this transition, both copper and zinc pennies were made, and the Mint struck multiple variations, creating one of the most confusing and collectible years in all of U.S. coinage now. There were 7 known variations *** of the 1982 Lincoln cent, all with different weights, mint marks, and lettering styles. Let's break it down. 1982 copper large date, 1982 copper small date, 1982 zinc large date, 1982 zinc small date, 1982 D copper large date, 1982 D zinc large date, 1982 D zinc small date. But here's the bombshell. The 8th version wasn't supposed to exist. The 1982 D small date copper penny. This is the coin that has stunned collectors, experts, and even the U.S. Mint itself. A penny that slipped through the cracks, unnoticed for decades, until it was discovered in 2016. A coin collector made a shocking discovery while sorting through old rolls of pennies. He found what appeared to be a normal 1982 D small date cent. But something was off. It felt heavier. He weighed it, and instead of 2.5 grams like the zinc pennies, it weighed 3.1 grams, the weight of a solid copper coin. Experts were called. Tests were run. The results were mind-blowing. It was a genuine 1982 D small date copper cent, the only one of its kind ever confirmed. This single coin was certified by PCGS, the professional coin grading service, and later valued at an astonishing $4.6 million. Just imagine a coin worth 1 cent, now valued at nearly $5 million. It's the ultimate collector's dream, a real-life treasure hiding in plain sight. ***, Scene 5. How to tell if you have it. ***, could you have one of these? Could a $4.6 million penny be sitting right in your change jar right now? Let's find out. Here's what to look for. Check the date. You need a 1982 D. That's the Denver Mint mark. ***, look closely at the numbers. You want a small date, not the large date. The 2 in the small date is delicate and slightly higher, while the top of the 8 is level with the 1. Weigh the coin. Use a digital scale accurate to 1/10 of a gram. ***, if it weighs 3.1 grams, it's copper. ***, if it weighs 2.5 grams, it's zinc. If you find a 1982 D small date that weighs 3.1 grams, stop everything. You might be holding a $1 million treasure. Even other rare variations can sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars depending on condition, mint errors, or unique toning. But the 1982 D small date copper cent is the holy grail. So, why is this tiny coin worth so much? Simple. It's a mistake that wasn't supposed to happen. During the transition from copper to zinc, the Mint accidentally used leftover copper planchets to strike a small number of 1982 D pennies with the small date design. These coins escaped detection, entered circulation, and vanished into pockets and jars across America. The combination of minting error, extreme rarity, and collector demand drives the price into the millions. It's the perfect storm of numismatic value. And here's the best part. Some experts believe there may be more of these coins still out there. They could be sitting unnoticed in coffee cans, drawers, piggy banks, or boxes of old coins passed down from grandparents. Every time someone finds a rare penny, it reignites the hope that another $4.6 million coin could surface any day. And that's why collectors all over the world are hunting the 1982 D pennies, checking every cent, weighing every coin, and hoping for that life-changing discovery. Think about it. Something so ordinary, something so small, can hold unimaginable value. That's the magic of coin collecting and the mystery of the Lincoln cent. The next time you grab a handful of change, don't ignore those pennies. One of them could hold the key to your financial freedom, so grab a magnifying glass, get a digital scale, and start searching, because the next $1 million penny could be hiding right in your pocket. And remember, every great fortune starts with a single coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we're uncovering more rare coins worth thousands, even millions. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or you're about to start hunting for one after watching this. This is your moment. This is your treasure hunt. Until next time, keep your eyes open, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Stop scrolling, because this could be the most valuable penny hiding in your change right now. Imagine finding a simple 1981 Lincoln penny in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a life-changing $4.5 million. Sounds crazy, right? But it's 100% true. And today, we're diving deep into the incredible story behind the 1981 1-cent coin that turned ordinary people into millionaires overnight. The year was 1981. Ronald Reagan was president. Gas was just over $1 a gallon, and millions of Lincoln cents rolled out of the U.S. Mint. On the surface, they all looked identical, the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But what if I told you that some of these 1981 pennies weren't like the others? These special coins, struck during a transition period, carry a secret. And that secret could turn a coin that's barely worth 1 cent into a fortune worth millions. So, what makes one of these pennies worth $4.5 million? It all comes down to a rare minting error that slipped through undetected. In 1981, the U.S. Mint was preparing to change the penny's metal composition. For decades, pennies were made mostly of copper, but rising metal costs forced the mint to switch to a cheaper zinc core with a thin copper coating. However, a few 1981 pennies were accidentally struck on the new 1982 zinc planchets before the official transition year began. These coins are what collectors now call transitional error pennies, and they're among the rarest finds in modern U.S. coin history. And because of that minting mistake, a single 1981 Lincoln cent has been confirmed to sell for a jaw-dropping $4.5 million in private collector markets. Now you're probably wondering, how do I know if I've got one of these million-dollar treasures in my change? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Asterisk regular 1981 copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams. Asterisk the rare zinc transitional error penny weighs 2.5 grams. Asterisk use a small digital scale. The lighter one might just be your jackpot. Asterisk check the front of the coin. It must read 1981 or 1981, D for Denver Mint. Asterisk be careful. No visible signs of tampering or altered dates. Asterisk zinc pennies can have a slightly dull grayish tone or uneven copper shine, especially if circulated. Asterisk copper coins usually have a richer reddish tint. Asterisk tap it gently against a table. Copper coins make a solid ring, while zinc pennies have a duller, softer clink. Congratulations! You might just be holding a multi-million-dollar treasure. Why would anyone pay $4.5 million for a penny? Great question. The world of coin collecting, or numismatics, runs on 3 powerful rules: rarity, condition, and history. These 1981 transitional error pennies check all 3 boxes. They're rare, maybe just a handful known to exist. They carry the historic change from copper to zinc, marking the end of an era in U.S. coinage. And finally, they're often found in surprisingly good condition because so few were made. Collectors and auction houses go wild for transitional errors. When one of these 1981 pennies surfaced at a private auction, fierce bidding drove the price into the millions, and that's how we got the record-breaking $4.5 million sale. Don't just let your change sit in a jar. Go through it. Every coin you touch could be worth thousands or even millions. Grab a magnifying glass, a small scale, and good lighting. Check those old coin rolls from the bank. Dig through your piggy bank and check your grandparents' coin jars. 1981 pennies are still in circulation today, and most people have no idea they could be holding a fortune. Some collectors even report finding transitional error coins mixed in everyday change, bank rolls, or estate coin collections. Your penny from a grocery store, gas station, or vending machine could literally change your life. Even if you don't find the $4.5 million version, other 1981 pennies can still bring in serious cash. Here's what to keep an eye out for. Look for doubled letters on Liberty or In God We Trust. These can sell for hundreds or even thousands depending on grade. This rare variety has a clearer S mint mark and can sell for over $1,000 in pristine condition. Even a flawless 1981 penny graded MS 70 can sell for $500 $2,000. So yes, every detail matters. Think about it, we throw pennies aside every single day. But what if one of those coins could make you financially free overnight? The next time you pick up change, treat every coin like it could be the one. Because one simple 1981 penny, worth just 1 cent, could hold the power to change your entire life. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and share this with your friends. Because one of you might be sitting on a millionaire penny right now. What if I told you that a simple penny, yes, that tiny copper coin you probably toss in your change jar or ignore on the ground, could actually be worth millions of dollars? What if I told you that right now, right here in 2025, there could be a 1976 D Lincoln penny sitting in someone's wallet, pocket, or old coffee can, and that single coin could make that person $4.4 million richer overnight? Sounds unbelievable. Well, buckle up, because this is no myth. This is the real story of one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever to slip into circulation. The 1976 D Lincoln penny. A coin that might just change your life. Before we dive into why this 1-cent coin is worth more than a luxury mansion, let's rewind the clock. The year was 1976, the year of the U.S. bicentennial, celebrating 200 years of American independence. The nation was filled with pride, fireworks, and patriotic coins, quarters, halves, and dollars with special designs marking the 1776 to 1976 milestone. But here's the thing, while all eyes were on those special bicentennial coins, the humble Lincoln penny quietly continued its usual design, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. Minted in Denver, marked with the little D mint mark under the date. The 1976 D penny was one of the most common coins of that year. Over 4 billion were made. So how in the world could one of them possibly be worth millions today? That's where the mystery begins. In the world of coins, not all pennies are created equal. A few slip through the cracks of history, minting errors, composition anomalies, or unique die varieties, and those mistakes can turn an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. The 1976 D penny that stunned collectors wasn't just any coin. It was a minting error so rare, so mysterious, that even professional graders and experts were speechless when it surfaced. Here's what we know. The 1976 D Lincoln penny that sold for an eye-watering $4.4 million showed an extraordinary composition anomaly. While most pennies from that year were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, this particular coin was accidentally struck on a planchet meant for a foreign coin, giving it a unique weight, color, and metallic signature. Collectors call it a transitional or wrong planchet strike, and it's one of the rarest things that can happen inside the U.S. Mint. And here's the craziest part. Experts believe there may be more of these coins still out there, hiding in circulation, tucked away in drawers, or sitting unnoticed in someone's old coin jar. So how can you find one? How can you tell if your old 1976 D penny could be the next multimillion-dollar discovery? Here's what to look for. Make sure it's 1976 with a D mint mark under it. A normal 1976 D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours weighs less, maybe around 2.8 grams or less, that could mean it was struck on a foreign planchet. If it looks more silver-like or has an odd metallic shimmer compared to other copper pennies, don't ignore it. That's a red flag worth inspecting. Some rare varieties show slight doubling. Look closely at Liberty or the date for doubled letters or a shadow effect. Even a small scratch can affect value, but if you've got a coin that looks uncirculated or near mint, protect it immediately. If your coin ticks even one of these boxes, it's time to take it seriously. Don't clean it. Don't polish it. Just place it carefully in a soft holder and take it to a professional coin dealer or grading service like PCGS or NGC, because once verified, your penny could jump from being worth 1 cent to being worth a brand new house, luxury car, or even millions. Imagine holding a single penny that could change your life forever. And get this, stories of life-changing discoveries are happening every year. Ordinary people, from kids to retirees, are finding coins in circulation that turn out to be worth thousands, even millions, from the 1943 copper penny worth over $1.7 million, to the 1955 double-die penny, to this mind-blowing 1976 D rarity. These coins prove that hidden treasures are literally floating around in our change every single day. Every time you pick up a penny, you're holding a piece of American history, a tiny artifact of craftsmanship, accident, and chance. And sometimes, fate turns that history into a fortune, so next time you see that dull brown coin at the bottom of your wallet, look again. Because that simple 1976 D Lincoln penny might just be your ticket to becoming the next millionaire coin collector. So go grab your change jar, open that old drawer, and start searching. Who knows? Maybe the next $4.4 million penny is sitting right in your house right now. Because in the world of coins, every cent counts, especially the right one. What if I told you that a single 1-cent coin sitting right now in your pocket could be worth $4.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. A 2013 Lincoln penny, a simple copper-colored coin that millions of people spent without a second thought, could secretly make you a millionaire overnight. So before you toss that penny in a jar or let it roll under your car seat, you better watch this entire video, because somewhere out there, one lucky person is sitting on a fortune and doesn't even know it yet. This is not just another coin story. This is the real story of the 2013 Lincoln penny, a 1-cent coin that could change your life forever. The year was 2013 that the United States Mint released billions of Lincoln pennies, each featuring the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design that's been a part of American history since 1909. But among those billions, something extraordinary happened somewhere in the minting process. A handful of coins came out different. A small error, invisible to the naked eye for most, but powerful enough to make collectors lose their minds. These coins were struck with a rare die error, or in some cases, printed on the wrong planchet. A tiny mistake that transformed an ordinary penny into a treasure worth millions. That experts believe that some 2013 Lincoln cents were struck on experimental copper planchets, left over from earlier mint tests. While most modern pennies are made of 97.5% zinc ** with a thin copper coating, these rare ones are nearly pure copper, just like the older coins before 1982. Why does this matter? Because these planchets were never meant to be used again, and yet, somehow, they slipped through the cracks and ended up in circulation. This one small minting mistake created a numismatic goldmine. Today, collectors are offering millions of dollars for a verified 2013 copper penny, and one such coin has reportedly been valued at an eye-popping $4.3 million in private auctions and collector circles. So how do you know if you're holding a $4.3 million coin in your hands right now? Grab your magnifying glass, because here's what to look for. A regular 2013 penny should weigh about 2.5 grams. But the rare copper ones? They weigh 3.11 grams. Get yourself a simple digital scale. If your penny tips over 3 grams, you might just be holding gold in disguise. Drop a regular penny and listen. The zinc ones sound dull, almost flat. The pure copper coins make a clear, ringing tone, that high-pitched ping that collectors know by heart. Look closely at the tone of the coin. A genuine copper penny will have a deeper red-brown glow, while zinc coins often fade into a dull grayish color with time. Check under the date. A small D or S mark could mean it was minted in Denver or San Francisco, both known for experimental strikes and small batch production errors. If you think your coin looks promising, never clean it. Instead, send it to a certified grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it, grade it, and possibly confirm you're holding a $4.3 million treasure. It's happened before. Ordinary people finding life-changing coins in their pocket change. In 2019, a man from Massachusetts discovered a 1943 copper penny, one of only a few known, and sold it for over $1 million. In another case, a 2014 penny error coin fetched *6 figures at auction. And now the 2013 penny has entered the same league, with collectors worldwide hunting down every last cent from that year. Imagine you're at a gas station, you get a penny back as change, and it's the one. That's not a dream. That's a real possibility. Well, that year the U.S. Mint experimented with alternative metal compositions to lower production costs. Reports suggest a handful of experimental copper blanks were mistakenly used in the penny press. This wasn't supposed to happen. These test blanks should have been melted down. But a few escaped into circulation, making the 2013 copper penny one of the most sought-after modern rarities in U.S. coinage. Experts estimate fewer than 15 of these coins might exist in total. That rarity alone makes it worth more than some famous vintage cars, even some luxury homes. The current market value of the 2013 rare Lincoln penny has stunned even veteran collectors, private collectors, and auction houses have estimated its worth at $4.3 million, depending on the grade, condition, and verification. Think about that. A coin with a face value of 1 cent, now worth more than a Bugatti supercar. That's the kind of leap that turns ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Here's the truth. Millions of these 2013 pennies are still in circulation, mixed in with everyday change. They're sitting in jars, drawers, vending machines, or even in your car's cup holder. So, here's your mission. After watching this video, go through every penny you have. Look carefully at every 2013 date. Weigh it, examine it, compare it. Because one of them could be the $4.30 million penny. Don't let someone else find your fortune. And a word of warning. Wherever there's gold, there are fakes. Scammers are flooding the market with counterfeit copper coins, hoping to trick collectors. So before you celebrate, make sure your coin is professionally graded. A simple verification letter from PCGS or NGC can be the difference between a fake penny and $1 million masterpiece. It's crazy to think. The coin you ignore every day, the one you drop on the ground or throw into a fountain, could hold the power to change your life forever. The 2013 Lincoln penny reminds us that sometimes the smallest things have the biggest value. So the next time you get change at the grocery store, don't overlook those dull little pennies. Because one day, one of them might just make you $4.3 million richer. If you love the story and you're ready to start hunting for your fortune, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because I've got more hidden treasure stories coming your way. Rare coins, secret mint errors, and million-dollar finds that could be sitting right under your nose. And remember, it only takes one penny to change everything. What if I told you that a simple Lincoln penny, a coin you've probably seen thousands of times in your life, could turn you into a millionaire overnight? Yes, you heard that right. One single penny, from 1959 with a small D mark on it, has shocked the coin collecting world and made headlines across the globe for being worth a jaw-dropping $4.1 million. So before you toss away that spare change, listen closely, because this could be the story that changes your life forever. This is the incredible story of the 1959 D Lincoln cent, the 1 cent coin that has become a legend. A coin that went from ordinary to extraordinary, from pocket change to pure fortune. It all starts back in 1959. The year the U.S. Mint decided to say goodbye to the beloved wheat penny design, that beautiful coin with 2 wheat stalks on the back that had been around since 1909. In its place, the Mint introduced a brand new reverse, the Lincoln Memorial design, to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was a new era for the penny and for American coinage. Millions of these new 1959 D Lincoln Memorial cents rolled out of the Denver Mint. Copper coins gleaming, fresh, and flawless. To most people, they were just another penny. But deep in the mountains of coins, somewhere in that massive sea of copper, something happened. Something no one expected. A few of these pennies were different. Something about them didn't belong, because one of those 1959 D coins didn't just carry the new memorial design. It held a secret that shouldn't even exist. One of these coins appeared to show a wheat reverse, a design that should have been retired forever in 1958. Experts were baffled. Collectors were stunned. The U.S. Mint was silent. How could a coin from 1959 have the old wheat design? Was it a mistake? A minting error? Or was it something even bigger, an experimental strike that slipped into circulation by accident? Whatever it was, it made history. When one of these rare 1959 D wheat reverse pennies surfaced, it caused an uproar in the numismatic world. Professional grading companies examined it. Some doubted it. Others called it fake. But when it was authenticated, the truth sent shockwaves through the entire coin community. The coin was real. The error was genuine. And the value? Unbelievable. It was eventually sold for an astronomical $1.7 million, and later another known example surfaced, fetching an estimated $4.1 million. That's right. A single 1-cent coin, the kind you find in your car cup holder, your piggy bank, or your grocery change, worth more than a mansion. Now imagine, right now you might have one sitting in your pocket. Maybe it's hiding at the bottom of an old jar of coins, or tucked away in your grandparents' collection. Because here's the truth, rare coins like this are still out there. People discover million-dollar pennies every single year. Sometimes in circulation, sometimes in old coin rolls, and sometimes in forgotten boxes of change. So what should you look for? Here's your checklist. That's the first year of the Lincoln Memorial design. Under the date, meaning it was struck in Denver. Flip it over and check the reverse side. Instead of the Lincoln Memorial building, you may be holding one of the rarest coins in U.S. history. If you do, don't clean it, don't touch it too much. Put it in a protective sleeve immediately and contact a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Because if it's real, you could be the next coin millionaire. You see, the 1959 Lincoln cent shouldn't have a wheat reverse. That design ended in 1958. The working dies for the wheat cents were replaced nationwide. That means, in theory, this coin couldn't exist, but one did, which makes it one of the greatest minting mysteries in American history. Collectors have debated for decades whether it was struck intentionally by a mint employee or if it was an accidental die mix-up. Either way, the result is the same. Extreme rarity, enormous historical significance, and a value that continues to rise with every passing year. Let's put that into perspective. If you had invested $1 in these pennies in 1959, you'd have 100 coins. If just one of those coins turned out to be the rare 1959 wheat reverse, your dollar would now be worth over $4.1 million. That's a return of 410,000,000%. A number so massive it sounds like science fiction. So next time you get change back from a store, or you open that old coffee tin full of pennies, don't shrug it off. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. The 1959 Lincoln penny reminds us that hidden treasures still exist, right under our noses. And sometimes, the difference between an ordinary penny and a life-changing fortune is just a tiny D and a twist of fate. So grab a magnifying glass, check your change, and dive into your collection. Because that 1-cent coin sitting in your pocket could be your ticket to a millionaire's life. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more unbelievable stories of coins, cash, and collectibles that could make you rich overnight. And remember, sometimes it only takes one penny to change your life forever.